ababa oya oda wo screen shi ono Nigerian ni edin a yedi enim no Esther Obasi na Esther Obasi na ababe todwa echemu a ohwa ohye Ghana Police Service atade na eno na manfo dodo na bisa se na Ghana Police Service atade de okunya wo hen because ohwe na wo hye camouflage one ni bi and the standard one black Ghana Police Service no uniform no eno so onya bi ehye ya na ekoye se bebre wo Ghana have na viral video bi ena ekoyi ababa yi ema ya amanfo dodo na hu video no they were asking questions say den no nya asatade ne share on your screens. Nigerian woman arrested for wearing Ghana police uniform in viral video. And he said, video bin yi ababa wane ma ye hu se na Nigerian ya was Ghana police service or more a uniform. Now a lot of people were also talking about the fact that when you na kahona ma timemufo no enya adwumpo bi se Ghana yempanimfo no em say Nigeria must go na em say omo emfa ni serious because omo said the kind of freedom what Ghana has say no ebetimi amawa ye niema bebre. There were videos circulating how Ghana police service servicemen how they were relating to Ghana timemufo and you na ka ho bi mo feel said the kind of freedom we ha no em say edoso panti ama omotimi aba Ghana ha with the wake of Nigeria must go ni nyina echi no Nigeria ni etimi enya ho ahye Ghana police uniform odi aye videos ama akwakoye nsem bebre. On your screens, police arrest suspect over viral video in police uniform. The IGP's special cyber vetting and enforcement team has arrested a suspect in connection with a viral video in which she was seen wearing a police uniform. And the above one that was screens nesono no na man for do na ebisa say na Ghana police service uniform no utimi nya bi hye e baby asa akwa na yebekire mu the entire Esther Obasi enya uniform ni bi hye. Also, the suspect identified as Esther Obasi was captured in the video dressed in official police camouflage and a standard black police uniform in video which circulated widely on social media. And tadi mienu ni na first one akohwe no na the camouflage one no and the second one on screens ni so see yi black one no wa she in a black nyina ka ho a otisi mountain so a bibia ni ho a obeka ebetimi a kire mu se ababawa no onye Ghana police personnel because the dress ni bibia wa hye ne ho no kire se oye Ghana police service personnel but then oye Nigeria ni anidi ede Esther Obasi na den na onya atade no hye investigations established a link between the suspect and a police officer who was invited to assist with investigations and subsequently produced her. The officer stated that he had given the uniform to the suspect to wash for him. The suspect is in custody assisting with investigations. And per what we just read, Ababa wano esi niema said Nigeria for mobile some kind of a juma was in Katimemu for petty menial jobs I was in komo ye ebi mu esi niema any ade no enu wi no ye osi niema and a police officer yi Ghana police service or no the original police personnel or the uniforms and then entire day ekoma ababa wani so onsi na onsi mano no and osi ene me so medi police kakra oye Nigeria ni no obedi police kakra o Ghana ha and ofa uniform na or de share nti say we ka make show say ababa wani sidwom na uhu na bibia hu e be che say onye police ni ahwe dressing na wa sha ina ne kra ade aka ho enti hwe screens ne so camouflage one no and a channel a Nigerian in Ghana posing as a police personnel and as a police and as a Ghana police service personnel out there. Esther Obasi or known as CCA and home aqua china CCA the Ghana police service or more ensa akano into the cyber security the IGP special cyber vetting and enforcement team or more and a tracy videos na ko say ababa we and or share uniform na or the enenam process Ghana police personnel or more ehwehwe mu ama ekohu no and na yesa akosi police personnel bi so no de somebody can to your original Ghana police service personnel and ohwehwe mu ama yeboa yensa eka ababawa no sisi de or a police for akachi obeboa na yaye ehwehwemu no. Enti this is a work to Ghana Police Service. Any abaimu and penifo nyina said this is how the whole thing no baby akodu no enche yebehu Nigeria fo a omahye asoja fo antade no omo nenam na ye said the ombe so mu ye bia Ghana ha no omo ebeye. Enti this is the updates coming in from Nigeria fo omo te Ghana ha, and then the updates from the Ghana Police Service chimo see omo sa aka ababa wana owo a police for akache. Now quickly no yenko Ghana port ensembeng ena efri honom eba beninam from memu say demonstration bi kwa ekoso ho na ensembeng ne free port honom eba. The Publican AI system omo ena omo boa aban with systems are the running government institutions ene ade bebre. Now the latest one omo dey aba dey ensem bebre aba the Publican AI system omo system bi omo dey aba ye dey eco port. Na port hono unim say custom officers omo na hwehwe niemam omo hwehwe documents mo hu the amount o se ejew on niema we eba no amount o se ejew the country of origin any the production bibi afa niema efri amanone eba bia no customs for omo to ombo ase take number of days e de hwehwem ansa na omo hu say ni na also utua na wakwakotua enti no na sese e de aban se wo sesem ama akwakofa nsem bebre e de aba. Now a joint study on your screen is a joint study by Ghana Revenue and Ministry of Finance Ghana estimated that the state lost over 11 billion in revenue between 2020 and 2025 due to under-declared ports. The Publican AI system was deployed to help customs officers close the gap. Enti se dem di kan di tu dwa no omo hwehwemu a on say customs no ye nipa say dey di tu dwa say honom a lot of corruption niema ekoso honom oye nipa ohwehwemu a na ebia they under declare na bebo porte no ye the amount entimutua the one that they declared in the books and as in their records no they will pay the aka nyina na akwakodi baby fufuro na chesa ama aban eboka. So between 2020 and 2025 5 years down the line 11 billion Ghana cedis car aban no abo and as a car yentimi an realizing yes yensentimi anka as revenue for omaino na almost say omo person omo close gap no person omo make sure say the whole amount that is to be realized in a particular given period no yensabetimi aka. That is why omo the Publican AI system no aba eba beboa na yensa kasi kebi o yensa ka report. Every duty assessment turns on 3 factors: country of origin, product classification, which is the HS code, and then valuation. Publican helps officers determine all 3 by cross referencing, referencing your declaration against global pricing benchmarks, shipping records, trade histories, and known misclassification patterns. In 5 minutes instead of 2 hours, the officer always makes the final call. 80 yes, 2 hours no. Oniema nko port da and as oniema me pie port da na obehu ne say 2 hours no pepe no de ma 2 hours na etimi twam days na onsanya nkan enti no na say the Publican AI system I dey aba your port no ebeboa custom officers na omo etimi as access all the 3 eniema won say ehu about oniema aba no within 2 hours ebetimi yi information nyina dey ama custom officer no na wetimi ehu amount I also utua as duty. In the first 2 weeks after deployment of 12 March custom revenue rose from 2.4 billion Ghana cedis to 3.6 billion compared to the 2 weeks before launch, a 50% increase. Consistent with pilot projections, about 75% of all declarations have been found compliant and endorsed with no intervention. The remaining 25% are flagged by the system, alerting officers to examine them more closely. So within 2 weeks, deploy the Publican AI system. No, etimi aboa ama yetimi generate sika bebre 50% increment. Ena ababa beto sika no so per from 12 March no any ABC CCM no can say within 2 weeks no and I say within 2 weeks I deploy the Publican AI system no yetimi realize 50% increase 50% increase and yensa etimi eka and now quickly you know yankoni nchemu with the whole AI system aba man for do na freight forwarders any port handlers ni ade omu nyina ni nye ho no yankoni nchemu ni emra.
GRA, together with the Ministry of Finance last year, conducted a study over the last 5 years, and we did find out that the state actually lost over 11 billion Ghana cedis, which is significant. For that reason, we needed a system that will allow us reduce the leakages, and that is the reason why we are introducing Publican, a complementary tool that will assist us as customs to be able to do our work better in arriving at a fair duty assessment and ensuring that the importer pays the fair taxes and the state also collects the fair taxes from the importers. According to our laws, it is custom officer that makes the decision. But of course, for the custom officer to make that decision, the custom officer has to gather a lot of information. Before Publican, it took averagely about 2 hours for our officers to be able to scan through a load of information to arrive at a decision. What Publican is doing is to the same information, analyze it in 5 minutes and generate a report for the officer and allow the officer to go through it and make the right decision. Publican will help the officers to accurately determine the country of origin because that's a key factor in the determination of the taxes. Second is a classification. Every product manufactured and traveling across the world has a unique code. And when you miss that unique code, you will not pay the right taxes. And finally, how much is an item paid for which the taxes ought to be collected? Publican does not make a decision. Publican facilitates and assists the officer to arrive at a decision. We started the Publican on 12 March. If we look at 2 weeks before the introduction of Publican, we were generating a revenue of about 2.4 billion Ghana cedis. 2 weeks after the introduction of Publican, we are generating 3.6 billion Ghana cedis. That means that within 2 weeks alone, Publican is assisting us to raise revenue by 50%, almost 50%, that's 1.2 billion. So it's actually aligned with the pilot that we did earlier, which told us that the introduction of Publican will assist us to raise revenue between 40 to 45%. Since the introduction of Publican, about 75% of declarations that are made are compliant. However, we are seeing the remaining 25 where Publican is telling us that as custom officers, we should look deeper. We then look at country of origin classification and valuation. If we have concerns, we raise it with the agents and importers and assist them to be able to come to an agreement. But more importantly for importers and agents, we already before Publican had what we call an appeal team in place. So where there's a disagreement with one officer, the importer or agent will escalate it to this appeal team. We want to assure that that appeal team is still in place. It is working as it has been before and after Publican. So we encourage importers to use that system. To assure importers that the introduction of the system will not go against their interests, we've added a second layer, which also stand by and meets at least twice a week. So if an importer or agent is still not satisfied with the initial appeal process, they can still make the appeal process to this team. And we are saying that this appeal is not manual. You put your appeal in the ICOMS, we pick it up in the ICOMS, we analyze it. If you have to meet the importer, we meet them, we put the results and the conclusions in ICOMS. Going forward, one of the things in order to ensure transparency is to publish on a monthly basis the volumes or number of declarations that have been made in a month, the values of those declarations, the initial assessment by importers, and the initial indicative assessment by Publican. We've also introduced the 24-hour shift system at the customs valuation department. That way, as goods come in from end to end, we are running 24-hour system to support that. Secondly, also to encourage our agents and freight forwarders that the results of Publican are available to them as much as available to custom officers. They must also continue to learn and know how Publican works so that they can improve the efficiency of their work and be able to improve the collaborative work that we have with Customs Division of GRA. Revenue is the lifeblood for the development of the nation. Let us do our best to ensure that we play our part, we declare correctly to the state, and the state correctly also assesses and takes the revenue. Know your taxes, pay your taxes, and together, let's build the Ghana we want. Thank you.